How are we this Wednesday? Ooh, it's Wednesday. How's everybody today? Give me a thumbs up if y'all can hear me. Okay, perfect. I'm having some little bit of stormy weather coming our way. So, did y'all have a good day yesterday? Y'all don't want to talk this morning? Did y'all have a good day yesterday? Good morning, Brooke. Yeah, okay. Well, that's good. That's good. How are you today, Brooklyn? Did you have a good day yesterday? Okay, so up above my head here, you guys, I have a question for you. If you remember on Monday, we started with estuve, right? That past tense of estar, and then tener, that tuve, right? Those really highly irregular ones. And so let's see if we can use them in a sentence. ¿Dónde estuve ayer después de las clases? So first of all, who has a guess? What do you think it's asking? ¿Dónde estuviste? What do y'all think it's asking? Just pop it in the chat or you can unmute. So estuviste is going to be estar, right? In the past tense. So what does that mean? ¿Dónde estuviste? Jamarian, what's your guess? Arshad, pop it in the chat. Very good. Yes, Brooklyn. Hoo-hoo. Where were you yesterday after class? Okay. What about our con quien? Con quien. Remember that? Quien is one of our questions. Con quien. What does that mean? What's your guess, you guys? Con quien. Marion, you have a guess? Okay. With who, right? With who? So where were you yesterday after classes and then with who? So if we're going to try to answer the questions, right, you guys, we're going to get rid of the question word. So, Jamarian, what's our question word in the very first question? ¿Dónde estuviste? What's our question word that we can get rid of? Yeah, ¿dónde? Exactly, ¿dónde? Okay, so if the question is, where were you? Yeah, yes, yesterday. Then how do I say I was? So we would take our estuviste and make it the yo form. So how do we do that? How do we do that? Jamarian, I need you to focus on class, por favor. Arshad, you as well. What are our endings? Y'all remember? Is it estuve? Is it estuvo? Estuvimos? Estuvieron? Okay, yeah. So estuviste is for you, right? So if I'm answering the question, I need to say I. I need to use the yo form. So what would be the yo form? Is it estuve or estuvo? Which one is the yo form? estuve or estuvo, which is our yo form. Muy bien, that's it. Very good, Jo Marion. So our sentence would be estuvo. Well, then where were we? Estuvo. Jo Marion, where were you yesterday? Were you home? ¿Dónde estuviste? Where were you? Okay, right. So estuvo en casa. Okay, I was home. And then con quién? With who? It doesn't have to be the truth, obviously. With who? With my friend, with my family, with my mom, with my brother, with my sister, with who? Or if you were alone, solo or sola, right? So with who? Let's finish it up. With friends, okay? So estuvo en casa con amigos. So take a look at the chat, you guys. This is what we've come up with. ¿Dónde estuviste ayer? Estuvo, I was at home en casa with friends, con amigos. Okay. All right, muy bien. So here's what we're going to do today. It's Wednesday, right? So we have a shorter day today, right? So vamos a practicar más con tener y estar. Repasamos para la prueba. We do have a quiz tomorrow. And then hacer el web quest de Chile y otras tareas que faltan, right? So if hopefully we have time for all of these things, I don't know. But what I want to start with, because it's probably going to be the most important thing, well, it is the most important thing, clase, is I want to review with the quiz, just like we always do. Quizzes tomorrow, because remember, next week you all start your GMAS and seniors start all of their stuff as well. So we want to make sure that we are good to go. So I am going to share the quiz with you again, like I always do. So if you need to take notes or whatever y'all need to do, now is the time. Ask questions. So we'll do this first, and then we'll do a practice if my internet allows, and then I'll let you guys do some work. Okay. All right. Give me a thumbs up if you're ready to start, clase. Give me a thumbs up if you're ready to start. All right. Brooke's ready. Jo Marion, are you ready? Take a look at this. Okay. We'll be in our shot. All right. So our first section is going to be, I hope y'all can see this, is going to be the okay, going to be the irregular verb forms that we've been practicing. So hacer, remember hice, hiciste, hizo with the Z, okay? And then we have tener, which is tuve, tuviste, tuvo, tenimos, or tuvimos and tuvieron. Estar and decir, right? Decir. So those are the four irregulars in this section, okay, which is section 8.3, just in case you need to look for things. Remember, we also did big numbers. So you will need to just guess what is the big number. They're written out. It's pretty easy, right? And then you'll have a listening section. Remember that on the listening, you guys can slow it down You can play back as often as you need. You're going to listen. This is the vocab section. We had the capital city. We had the border. Remember all those? We had the region, the province, and all of those. So this is basically just a vocab. And then in the last section, we have some more of the irregular verbs, decir, estar, and hacer. Okay. So any questions about what you got going on here? You have the visual in Canvas if you want to study for of the irregular verbs. And you also have a visual for the big numbers if you need to go back and refresh some of those. Okay. So it's all in Canvas. Now, before the quiz, of course, I'll unpublish everything. So if you guys are going to study with them or take a look at them, make sure that you do it before class starts, because before class starts, I will unpublish everything. Okay. All right. Any questions about the quiz? All right. So that's mañana. So let's fingers crossed, you guys, that my internet allows us to play a little practice game. I'm going to put a I'm going to put a link in the chat as it loads for us here. Okay, try that. Let's see what happens. I need all, there's only 3 of us, you guys, so everybody needs to participate. Quickly, you guys, we have a short day today and we still have some things to do. Maybe. Did it boot you out? Did you guys get booted out? Brooke, did it boot you out? Or whoever was Fearless Hamster? Are you still in? Let's see. That's the. Did it boot you out, you guys? No? See, it booted me out, and so now I can't really get in there. It's interesting. I don't understand what I said. Well, let's see something here. Let me see something. Well, Joe Marion, did it let you in? Yeah, it says host has disconnected, right? Okay. This is so frustrating to me. Let's try it one more time. Go ahead and back out of that. because go ahead and back out of that. All right, let's try again. Let's try this link, you guys, real quick. Try the second one. Let's try it again. If it doesn't, if I get just okay, gentlemen, I need you to try the second link. All right. All right, good. Let's try. Start. All right, here we go. So yesterday you made dinner. It's going to be hice, hizo, hiciste, or hicieron. It's tú. Very good, you guys. Hiciste. Come on, I need everybody's participation. We probably won't do all 20 of these. My friend said his name to the secretary. So he. Muy bien. Dijo. Very good. There's only 2 of us answering. We need all 3 folks to answer today. El mes pasado, ellos something. They did an excursion. Ellos. Yeah, ellos would be they, and therefore hicieron. Hicieron. Muy bien. Funky Cheetah, good job. La semana pasada, ella something. They said that the party was Friday, is Friday. Last week, they said the party was Friday. Right. Ellas is going to be dijeron. Dijeron. Dijiste would be if it's tú, right? If it's you, singular. Remember, you got to think about what's singular and what's plural. I wasn't at the party because you didn't, or I didn't have the time. I didn't go to the party because I didn't have the time. Muy bien, tuve. I didn't have the time. Last spring, Juan and Sandra were in Chile. Juan and Sandra is plural, and therefore estuvieron. Good job. Estuvieron. All right. Funky Cheetah is the person to catch. Good. Yesterday you were happy for your birthday. You were happy. Yesterday you were happy. Muy bien. Estuviste. Pedro and Pepe didn't do the homework. They didn't do the homework. Right. They didn't. So hicieron. Nosotros would be hicimos. All right. A couple more. Louise said, I'm tired. Yeah, Luis is one dude, is singular, right? So dijo. In other words, he said, I'm tired. So singular would be dijo. Good catch. Good catch. My mom has many flowers, or had many flowers. Right. Ella tuvo, she had many flowers. We were in the cafeteria during lunch. Estuvimos. Good job. Quaka, you're on a roll. I did a project for science class. I did, right? Yo hice. Yo hice. Okay, good job. Yo hice. Quaka. I didn't listen to what you said. I didn't listen to what you said. Dijiste. Good. Muy bien. Last one, you guys. This will be our last one. I didn't have my book today. Tuve. Tuve. It's yo, right? Yo tuve. All right. Muy bien. Okay. Just in the interest of time, back out of that. Okay. Give me a real quick 3, 2, 1, you guys. How are you feeling about those? Three, two, one, you guys. How you feeling about those? All right. Muy bien. Brooke, what do you say? I didn't see that. Give me that again. Okay. Muy bien, muy bien. All right, you guys. So head on over to Canvas, please. Meet me over there. I want to give you some work time today. Just a reminder, you guys, Tuesday progress reports come out, should be ready. So we want to make sure we're all good to go. Seniors, you guys have so much stuff going on or coming up that it's kind of crazy. Okay. So you want to make sure that you keep up as best you can. I'll try and remind you. Okay, so head on over to Canvas. And we're in 8. All righty. So these are all the things that we should have done for 8.3. Okay, you guys, I want to draw your attention right here to the visual here. Okay, here are the verbs that you're going to be tested on tomorrow. So if you need to access those, there they are, right? In your module. If you can't find that, let me know. The big numbers are in your resource library if you need to take a look at those again. What I would like for you to work on today is any VHL assignment, any missing anything in 8.3. Okay, make sure that you've completed this one. This was the one that I signed Monday, I think. So the very last thing here, right here again, if you're here are the verbs, and then okay, I'm waiting on my computer. Give me 1 second. Okay. I could have sworn that I published that. Okay. Okay, can you guys refresh your Canvas? Can you refresh your Canvas? Por favor. Okay. Once you have refreshed your Canvas, take a look up here. Unidad 8. Again, we're back at that. Make sure you have refreshed. And it'll be the very, very, very first thing. I put it up here at the top. We haven't really looked into Chile much this unit. So I thought that while you guys were taking your GMAS and stuff like that, that we could just kind of do something like this. So go ahead and click on it. So let's take a look at our instructions. Read the instructions carefully. Copy and pasting the information will result in point deduction. Summarize the answer in your own words and remember to include the link wherever you find the information. So here's our introduction. Our task is to answer the following 10 questions. Read each question carefully. Search the web to find the info. Do not copy and paste. Just put it in your own words, and you can copy and paste the link that you're using. Okay. So this is a little bit about culture, the environment, because it is an interesting environment, the climate, et cetera, et cetera. I'm going to give you guys some more time to complete this. I'm going to change the due date real quick. So for the rest of the hour today, I would like for you to complete all of the practices in 8.3 so that you're ready for the quiz tomorrow. And that way, if you have any questions, I can help you. Okay, so give me a thumbs up. Right here. Okay, give me a thumbs up if y'all are good. I would like for you to complete everything in VHL and Canvas for 8.3 so that you're ready for the quiz tomorrow, right? And I can help you if you have a question. When you're done with all of those, then you can start on your web quest. I'm going to change the due date. Okay, I'm going to give you guys a few more days. Okay. All right. So stay in class. Again, I'll help you with whatever you need help with. Arshad, did you complete all the VHL? Did you complete all the Canvas? How about you, Joe Marion? Everybody caught up in VHL? And then you can start on your web quest. Okay, let me head over there. It's loading. Okay. If you have a question on that, ¿Dónde estuviste anoche? You might want to pay attention. So it's basically what we tried to do in our warm up today, because you guys, my warm ups are really not random. Usually they're there to help prep you for something that we're going to do. Okay, Brooke. So if you helped me answer the question today, remember our question, what did you do yesterday and with whom? So you're right. So says use complete sentences to answer the question about what various people did last night. So whatever our verb here is, right? Okay. So let's look at our example. ¿Dónde estuvieron ustedes? Where were you all? Where were you all? Well, we need to say at the movies. So if we're saying you all, then in response, it would be we, right? Where were you guys at? Oh, we. So we would use nosotros estuvimos, we were at the movies or in the cinema, however you want to translate it. So you are answering the question. Okay. So on this one, for example, ¿Dónde estuviste? Where were you? You're going to say, I was, here's our I was at a concert. So you're just going to take estar in the past, in the preterite, right? And it would be estuve, right? Estuve en un concierto. So you're just answering the questions in complete sentences. So it's a writing practice. Okay. That's why I put up, my warm up this morning, right? To help us kind of warm up for those, right? Okay. Good questions. Let me know whoever needs help. Oh, I think that's our time this morning, you guys. Have a great rest of your day. Quiz tomorrow. Reach out to me in inbox if you have any questions. Okay, guys? Adios, nos vemos mañana. See you tomorrow.